Whatever you're doing, you got to find a way to make yourself happy. Find your happy place. I just got out of occupational therapy, and I was just thinking about this. I've always sit at this traffic light. It's kind of a long light, and I pulled forward and I found a spot of shade. It's this big old Wendy's sign here blocking me and making it nice and comfy while I sit here and wait for this traffic light and talk to you fine people. Sometimes you got to search it out, but you can find it. It's worth it. Thank you, Lord. I was trying to merge onto the freeway and I was stuck behind this big uncovered dump truck. I could just see a rock or something flying off it or coming out from under it. It's never happened to me like that. Normally I catch strays from some truck that's 2 or 3, 4 people up ahead of me, and the thing just comes bouncing down the road and cracks my windshield. I've had a couple of those already with this little car. I don't know if the windshield's made out of plastic or if it's just a small windshield so it's easier to take damage. I don't know. But he turned off and went the other way. Thank you, Lord. Just getting out of occupational therapy. She's still working on this gimpy hand. But when I walked in, she said, "Oh, I got too much to tell you." And I'm like, this is going to be interesting. Normally I hear about her kids, some of her patients, you know, nothing that discloses who they are or anything like that. But, you know, family drama, fun stuff like that. Oh no, she gave me my topic. Entitled people. My God, they are just the worst. Yeah, and I know we all feel entitled sometimes. We feel like we've earned something. Some people are entitled on a different level. She works as an occupational therapist, and then she also teaches at a local college teaching occupational therapy with mental health. She has mostly all students that are in their early to mid 20s. This one is within 2 years of her, so she's got, I think the student is like 44, and I think my therapist is like 46. This woman, my God. I don't know if she expects it, straight A's just should come to her, but everything is an argument. Everything has to get litigated. I think it was funny though, she's getting to talk it out with me. It was almost like a co-therapy class. She had me working on my strength and my precision for this hand. She had me coloring. So I'm coloring, looking like a mental patient myself, while she's letting it all out about this insane student that she gives the entire class an assignment. Everybody else gets it. Not this one. I don't think we grasped the concept. Oh no, dear, everybody grasped it except you. You know, she told them she wanted them to draw a picture of something, you know, maybe a theme or whatever it was. She said, get out your colors and your colored pencils or something, you know, color it, make it nice. You know, this is mental health. She said, don't just bring in a pencil drawing. Of course, her special student brought in just a pencil drawing. Then wasn't happy when she should have gotten an F and got a low C, which was quite benevolent. And just reading the riot act, you know, I had to ask, was the student of another race than you so that they would try to claim racism, reverse racism, something like that? Nope. Just a 44-year-old Karen. I'd hate to have that name these days. That name has been so demonized. To any of you named Karen, hopefully you're good people. This does not apply to you. It also got me thinking back about our last cruise. We joined on Facebook. There's always a group that you join if you want to for the specific date of cruise that you're going on, specific ship. So like going on the Seascape in November, I would look up MSC Seascape November 15. Well, last year it was the Regal Princess, November 2, and we had joined the group, so, you know, you get to hear people's little things along the way. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Oh, I'm making ducks to hide. You know, all these little things. Partway through the cruise, I started seeing some of the group go really dark. Oh, we've been on blah, blah, blah cruises. The food in the main dining room was abysmal. The worst food I've ever tasted. That's not possible. I don't know what you were looking for, but you were on a different cruise than me somehow, sweetheart. If you think this is horrible, you have not survived much. And if this is not up to your standards, then you picked the wrong boat, the wrong cruise line. You should have been on Viking or some tiny little luxury line that would have charged you 5 times as much just to get on the boat. So it's hard to understand people like that. You know, we all feel like we're entitled to certain things. We all get on our soapbox about things. I enjoy being on my soapbox. Thank you very much, people. But you have to know that you're not perfect. You're not entitled to everything. If things don't work out, a lot of times it's because you don't put in the effort. Lord knows, I promise, when things don't work out for me, you know, sometimes it's accident. A lot of times it's because I didn't put in the work. And I have to accept that. So, try to think about how you present yourself to other people, the way that you express yourself. Don't come across as entitled. Nobody likes that. You're not going to gain any fans. People are not going to be on your side. That lady today took her case to the chancellor of the school. Oh my God. Propped up with a 22-page PowerPoint presentation. My therapist just goes, my God, they have got to send me a copy of this. I got to see what kind of indictment is being made against me for 22 pages of PowerPoint. Because, you know, she's had students for many years. They pass their boards. They go on and work in this field. She obviously is good at teaching what she does. This woman thinks that somehow she's not getting it. Whatever she's not doing, she has to blame somebody else for it. Don't be that person. Don't be the one that always asks for the manager. You're not going to be validated. You're only going to be hated. If it's at a restaurant, you're just going to get your food spat in or whatever it takes. Don't do it. It's not becoming as a Christian or just as a human in general. I told her, I said, thank you for my topic today. She didn't know what I was talking about at first, but she probably never watched one of these silly videos, but I may clip it out as a short and send it to her. I think she'd get a good laugh out of it. I think I pretty well summarized our whole session today. I was getting a mental health conversation with my occupational therapy too, so it's just sad. We've talked about this before, but you know, if you're not doing something astronomically fast, I can hang with you. This ain't a slow little car, but you can always out crazy me. I should have had the camera running. Somebody come up behind me. We're on a bridge. Everybody's going along at the flow of traffic, about 75, 80 miles an hour, not slow, not holding anybody up. This car comes up fast on me. I see them coming up quick, and quickest I can, I move over. They move on. They get to the next one in front of them. They start pushing them until they get over. And then they get to the next one and push them. I understand emergencies. I understand you got to get somewhere. but that's not healthy. That's not good for your mental health, friend. I mean, you just got to be pushing everybody out of the way. I guess maybe that little friend in the Honda Civic up there, maybe they're entitled. They're entitled to do 95 miles an hour on the freeway. And hopefully they'll be entitled enough that a state trooper will be watching for them. I know my Southern just came out, but it's all right. I'm not sure which is the better word to use in that kind of subject. Are you sympathetic or are you empathetic? Whichever one it is, I think I'd say empathetic. When I was listening to her tell her story, I was probably 3 times as mad as she was. I was about to come unglued. I don't like people to treat people badly. I don't like to see people yelling at a waitress or a manager or treating people any kind of way, especially out in public with other people watching. But I don't like to see people that I respect, that I know do a good job. I don't like to hear them being treated badly and unjustly. Thankfully, she has other students that came to bat for her, other instructors, the chancellor. They know what she does. They know what she's about. They know she's a good teacher, and this Karen, she can take a walk. It's community college. It's like getting into a nightclub. You had your $20. You can go the hell on. Go on to the next one. We don't really need your $20 anymore. You're not worth the trouble, Karen. That's what you always wish they could tell them at a restaurant when you hear them fussing, but they can't. They don't want to lose their job. It's all right. When we were on a cruise and we saw somebody being real sarcastic, him and his girlfriend, he's covered with tattoos. No offense, I got a tattoo. But acting real entitled, real snotty, just being real sarcastic and crappy to the waiter and the manager of the restaurant we were in on the cruise. The next time that our waiter came over to us, my wife put her hand on him and she said, "Hey, you're doing a great job. Don't listen to what those idiots have to say. We know what you're doing. They're not worth your grief." And I think he appreciated it. I think he felt heard. Trying not to sound like woke pseudoscience. He felt heard. But I think he did because he smiled, and I think he took just a little bit extra care of us the rest of the time that we were there with him, and thanked us when we left. He didn't have to do that, but I've said this before. It doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't cost anything to be nice. Be nice. Being mean is stressful. It stresses them. It stresses you. You're going to blow a gasket at some point because of all this unchecked anger. I get angry from time to time. I act like a fool, but I don't take it out on people like that. I don't have it in me to be that kind of rude. I don't understand it when people do. So I'm not trying to make a stressful little video today. I'm just talking. Just a grumpy old man that says, "Get them damn kids off my lawn today," you know? No. Be nice to people. It's easy. They don't always deserve it. But if you give them a smile and you're nice to them, a lot of times they'll smile back and they'll treat you a little better too. There's upside in everything. I always say it's funny. It is funny. I felt myself getting all worked up, but I feel like I've let a little load off my chest with my little cute therapy camera. I thank you to the good people at DJI for this cute little camera, even though they're high priced and they are getting wrecked by the government's tariffs right now. But hey, they make a good camera. Hopefully she'll be with me for a good while. Hopefully she'll be with me on my cruise in November. Apple knew what they were doing when they bought Shazam a million years ago. A little fledgling piece of software, but you know, I know Google can do that kind of thing now too, but hear a song and you're like, I don't remember that song. I think I like that song. What is that song? Tell me what it is, computer. Then you just say, hey, add it to my Apple Music, because you know they got you on the hook for $12 a month anyway, paying for unlimited music. So sure, add it to one of my playlists. I hadn't heard or thought about this song. I would have never bought this song, but this is ABC, Be Near Me. That, I was watching a little short video, and the guy was, I think it's Professor 318 or something like that. He was dancing around to Level 42 song, and it was like, if you like Level 42, you'll probably like this. And I'm like, yes, I do. Download, please. So, my playlist is only about 10,000 songs long. I'm joking, but it would take many, many trips to play all my stupid music. But that's all right. I haven't listened to the radio in years. Except when I first bought this car and I didn't have a proper stereo in it, I listened to FM radio for a week. That was the longest week of my life. I know. Bigger problems, big picture. Was no big deal, didn't hurt me. Still enjoying driving around in this silly little car. So it's like having a DVR. I only have to watch what I want to watch because I've got plenty recorded. So modern technology, you can spoon feed yourself anything that you like. Everything is according to your taste. That's good and that's bad. You get what you enjoy. You don't have to skip tracks. You don't have to skip videos. But at the same time, my wife is like, oh, have you heard this new song? Nope, have not heard any new songs. If I was in your car and you played it, maybe I heard it, but I have not heard any new songs. When we watch SNL, we'll usually watch SNL, one night of the week. And the music group, she's like, oh, that's that, oh, I love that new song. I'm like, I promise I've never heard that song before. It's not bad, but it's nothing to write home about. So, I guess what I'm saying is it's easy to get into your own little cute manufactured window. Sometimes you got to reach out of that if you want to learn something, experience something else. I guess I'm taking that to heart. Maybe I'll put it on, maybe I'll put the playlist on some random association where it'll go, oh, you like this song, let me give you this song, let me give you this song. And maybe it'll be something I haven't heard. Maybe it'll be something else I enjoy. Like this song that I hadn't thought about in 20 years. Now, yesterday I was coming home down the home stretch. It's usually when I wrap things up. I was talking about playing things as they come, keeping your head on a swivel, all those good things. Just wrapped it up. I think it was probably one of the best wrap-ups I've done. I forgot to hit record. Because when I hit record to shut it off, it started recording, and I'm like, oh my God. I almost got in the car and went driving again just so I could do the wrap-up. But, nothing's that important. I guess that kind of goes with what we were saying, what I was saying. Sometimes you just got to go with it. It's nothing's the end of the world. It doesn't always have to be your way. It doesn't always have to be your perfect playlist. So, hang out, listen to what some other people are saying and doing. Maybe you'll learn something new. Couldn't hurt anything. You might get inconvenienced for a little while. It might not be your taste, but that's all right. You guys be good. Hopefully we'll catch y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.